La kyang zakata am to nyak ni ba yiwu wa pa tondo. To be to nan tal ne ba kin ro opo aya. Window opo aya. Za as essence ning bu.
Habiba survived the attack. The men threatening to kill her and the others in the church were Islamist fighters. Jihadist influence has dramatically risen in Burkina Faso. Christians are the primary targets of the violence that is ravaging the region. Habiba was kidnapped along with her mother, one of her siblings, and several other women by Islamic militants in 2017. She was only 13 years old when all of this took place.
Haya timin kuli timin awaki ton gum no monte ho vumudi lab taw do buuraro wat ton zak mula ton pa bang ton samte bondo sodasa labre ton kero apo ati bam ning bu to bonta no ko me to braman bu to buk ton wala loni.
Although these believers' lives were spared that day, the jihadists kidnapped them and took them into the forest, far from their homes and everything familiar, not knowing if they would see their families again.
What about is ton payaro, ton payazande, samba tea savala, but ton mika nebela pasakat nibezin yen. Well at a never tab. Can't let me a concours, can't let a buy. Hamberton juta ye not of a cotton. Roshan cabe away king. Thank you, will among a rabbi, Hankabam by head.
Habiba was separated from her mother and her younger sister and was placed with some other women from her village.
Mamma Tahari, ya running of now put on the well. Running of now put on the well at home using Rabbi.
Habiba had lost all hope of ever coming back home, and the only thing that could help, her faith, was forbidden.
A moyen bar, but when Palm pools, if I am in his in pool, we got a form pool, cooler for Passacre. A moem the ball of it on cool, that one carm the moem the sea. Pool what a cover, hamper moem the ball. Ome ha yalas moem the pools or poo pa car moem the carny. Poo the snow, warm the winner. Hamper boto, patron. Saya menti for Jean, Tara patron, pataton in twin shimney, but a boob and it won't ride and yahan. For patron is for men has in gun motor blame to now queer for. For her patron la wish at me, for her la wish at me be a tempty of quarter for.
Rumataba, you may be farm and permit become a sabaham busy in me. A man kitak sapampa in the ball busy young. La bimam we are for a nam hodamam whistle. Mamim to Mahambe, wake hang up on be yenning poma, ya mam name Kamba. The yellow seed pack, ma, walking a miss yell and menga. Mean woman named Smoon shook yell when a man sorry. Tiba mam Kamba palm and fire a live yilly. By my menga nampa we walk on when palm to come a live yillibala. By my menga nampa yellow poa. Color away.
3 years passed for Habiba, Minata, and many other Christian women in the same camp. They were forced to convert to Islam and suffered physical abuse daily. There they witnessed the most horrific acts of violence. Those images would mark their lives forever.
Someone named a 20 times for quarter four pinga la piele for 2 years out of 10 over. Yella man roto. Never be to paku net of yati.
The fear and the physical abuse were unbearable, but sadly the worst was yet to come. Even though she was still young, Habiba was married off to one of the kidnappers. It's still very difficult for her to come to terms with this reality.
Why don't I get on the card and pang? Got him tell you peeler, but every tell you peeler emery. But I young tell a peeler emery of mother at home.
Habiba felt alone and hopeless. She was waiting for the day of her death, either by the jihadist or at her own hands.
Learning me, Pukumo waiting when I'm Bahafo, to form a common batale, easy, ta had mo ha gud mo ha fu kumara fi antabala fu jimi ta had mam na man min kin tile.
But despite her circumstances, God didn't forsake Habiba. She felt unable to worship or praise him, but he was at work in her through his spirit.
Ngom nang sung no pu na bala yilim beto man ti ge ama bo kan wenam tuma ban panga wala don ton da kinji ni nga ge am bo kan verse men beto gom bil kan e ge am bo kan la ton da la ge am wenam pa a ge am no ge am loya no wala.
God's hope shone brightly in her heart and gave her the courage to endure that terrible situation until the day he worked a miracle.
Ni jikang saba pour yang wan to sama biga kibare ti ya biga be zinga to la ya mobile la mam ge ya mam biga balle yenda ti mam sir bahti ne bay timbe min to na la men yime ti mam lam hun tu pour yang ato wilig mam biga be zinga ma ham sitawa mami kam ti sir yem bebe ne.
Habiba was reunited with her mum and her younger sister. Together they decided that with God's help they would escape from the jihadist camp. They knew they were risking their lives, but they trusted God to help them reach home safely.
Timamwa tarason komen yam tonna yizoe me bala tonna ethan yizoe winam han man kele nya ton so do jugu kele na mam nim kam fan ku ha sabe when I'm handling kill a man so to ton pam yielding ta ti pianga da wende lile ta kanga bala
Never hangan fa yil hangan ti ndaga adab ton ya hangu gusin ton yik ton he yikame ton ji en to onye ton ba da kan po ai nki ti ji e ni min ha yake ti monte bu fa la am shindi ti ton yi yeshin ken hati ji e to yi ji ha yi ti de ba kan nki ton talbo da munu ton ya na pam chenga po anki yal mo hanan di lora na pam watawa am da don wa yi ta sasa ton ko mi ton nan ta wala we oton sambati ton na she ablam to puton.
Through God's intervention, Minata, Habiba and her younger sister managed to escape from the nightmare they endured for so long. It's been a few years since then, but Habiba still suffers from the effects of her captivity. Open Doors has started working with her and her family through trauma counselling, but there is still a long way to go.
Patron Santa aso ton tin ketantin edam sawum hu kiya tiang yes am se ta mata yikti lo rizoi kenga bo yile ti be ne sang sawum bu ra ran menga pat yai edam pela nga yikdan patron yin ta aso war mum su ta aso war mum su lo po ta sa mo la bam na mamina yo wanya waton hunya mo bi wenam na ma da bam wen.
Thanks to your help, Open Doors can journey with these women through their healing processes, helping them to see God's hope in their lives and bringing relief to their immediate needs. Your prayers mean the world to them. They now know that they are not alone and there is a bigger body standing with them.
Mam tar kwaya nan pase ya han kenem sida wayange la fi paseka kotam te babi sa fa pose am sida yinya dizaka pour la fi twinzin wenam twin take a vuima ya moderni ngwa dizaka pour la fi le chino twinzin
on pipi ko izu ndatam to pose ma am piu bumi de jetin be mom vi mo na ma har ma ndatam to pose bun kan yibin saba ndatam to pose ton zaka pataji be bum mo fa ton zaka patari.
Please continue praying and supporting others like Habiba, Aminata and their families through sub-Saharan Africa affected by jihadist violence. Pray that the church will remain a witness that even though their difficulties are great, God is greater.